crazy mother.
Hey guys, Joshua Royer here and welcome to Tech Boy. Today I will be giving an introduction and an overview of my development operating system called Red Bull OS. Now, as you guys know, I'm working on a Linux based operating system that is going to change the world, or at least that's what I'm thinking. So before we get to the video, don't forget to subscribe my channel if you want to stay tuned about the development of my operating system, and also don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends. So without further ado, let's get to the video. So as you can see, I've opened up VirtualBox and this is my operating system that's currently installing. Now this is Red Bull 0.1.2. Now the version that you guys will be trying out is 0.1.1. Now there's not much changes between the two versions. The only change is that I'm working on an experimental boot stream which may or may not work, I don't know. So in order to stay on the safe side, you guys will be trying out 0.1.1, and partly the reason because I already uploaded it on Meta server and it's going to take a lot of time to delete it and upload it again. It took me, let's say, 4 or 5 hours to upload that one file. So the link is in the description below. It is Red Bull OS 0.1.1 build 11. So if you guys want to try out, you can download it and try it out. Now disclaimer, do not install this on your physical machine. It is still a pre-release operating system. It's still in its alphas and it will have bugs. So I would recommend you can install it on VirtualBox or VMware. Do not install it on a physical machine. And one more thing guys, if there are any bugs in the operating system, feel free to comment down below and so that I can rectify it as soon as I can. So we'll be doing a tour of this operating system once it installs. So if you guys want to know the final version of Red Bull OS that I have planned, this is going to be the you see this interface. This is going to be the final version. This is how it's going to look like, my Red Bull OS. So you can see it has Mac OS's bits wallpaper, it has Mac OS icons, Mac OS dock, everything is similar to Apple. Actually not everything, there are some differences, we will talk about that later. So I think that it is a mix of Ubuntu and Mac OS. It is a mix of both. Now if you guys don't know how am I developing this, I am using an app called Cubic. I'll do a tutorial, I could do a tutorial on that, but then it's a surprise. Okay guys, so let's do a quick tour of the final version, or the version that I want, that I'm thinking it to be final. I'm not so sure yet. So this is the Finder app. You can see it has Mac OS style buttons, search, and this left sidebar stuff. So this is how the operating system is going to look like. This is my folder. Yeah, it's similar to Mac OS. And this is the launcher where all your installed apps will be shown. And if an app is currently running, you see this little dot, that's how you know. And another thing that's not there in any other operating system, I guess so, I don't know much about it, is that if you want to transfer a file, let's see, Yeah, okay, let's say that I want to transfer this, so I'll copy. Let's say I want to transfer it to the documents folder, and if I click paste, and let's say that I'm doing some work, notice on the bottom half how there's a progress bar. Can you see this? Now this feature is not there in Windows and it's not there in Ubuntu. I don't know about Mac OS, but I'm guessing it's not there in any other feature. This is a new feature that I implemented. So if you're transferring a file and you need to work or you need to browse the internet, or if you're downloading something off the internet, you can actually just see here how much it's downloaded. And if you want to know the percentage, you just click this. See? So this is how you know. I cancelled it, and if I delete this file and you want to empty the recycle bin. Now in Windows, if you need to empty the recycle bin, what you would do, you would go to the desktop and you would right click here and empty trash. But here it's not like that. Let's say that you are working on a document or something and you want to empty the trash. You right click, click this, yeah, click empty trash. See, that's all. So this is a new feature that I got. It's recording now. Okay, so another feature that's not there in Ubuntu is the new terminal, and it has 3 web browsers: Firefox, Opera, Google Chrome. You can choose any one you want. And this, the bug that I know as of now is if you press this, oh, okay, it's not in this, it's in this one. Yeah, you can see it's very slow. You can see it's not that, what do you say, smooth. See, compare this to open applications and compare this. See, this is smooth, but that's not smooth. So that's a bug. I wouldn't call it a bug, I'll call it more like a hang. It's very rough. And another bug that's there in the version 0.1.1 is there's no icon for home and trash for some reason. I don't know why. But in this, you can see there are macOS icons. Okay guys, so another feature of Red Bull operating system that is there in your build and in the final version is that you must have heard of recents in Android, right? If you want to switch to an app, you double click the home button for iOS users or you press the recent button. Here also there is a similar implementation. You can see I have 3 running apps. If I have to switch to an app, you don't even press, you just slide your mouse. See, now we have 3 apps. So if I want to switch to this, I can do. And if I want to exit an app, actually I don't want to exit any app as of now. Okay, let's just open this one. And you can also see the, okay, now the Streets apps is open. So I want to exit it. So I do like this, click this button and it's done. See, so simple. And this thing is also there, see. Yeah, it's not that smooth. And another thing you notice is that initially when you install Red Bull, there is no wallpaper, it's blank. Now you can actually add wallpaper if you want. You should just go to display settings. I think it's running on a virtual machine, that's why it's hanging. But no, you should not try it on a physical machine. And you can just go to background. And all these are Ubuntu wallpapers. But you may ask, What about Red Bull wallpapers? Simple. For that though, you need to go to applications, type in tweets, yeah, it's slow because of virtual machine and RAM constraints. I don't have a lot of RAM in my laptop, so I didn't assign a lot to the virtual machine either. And speaking of RAM constraints, I wanted to tell something. Now, if you're planning to run this operating system, you're planning to test this on VMware, VirtualBox, or any other virtual machine, minimum RAM I would recommend is 4 gigs. 4 GB should be minimum for it to work smoothly, I guess. And minimum RAM is 4 GB for 64-bit. Actually, there's only 64-bit, there's no 32-bit version. And you should have a 64-bit processor, and hard disk should be at least 32 gigs. 32 GB should be minimum. So these are the things that you should know. So it's installing. Okay, it's opened. So let's see. Top bar, Windows, where is that? Yeah, so you see this in Tweet app, you can see background image. If you click on this, you can actually add whatever image you want, but no, we need to add the images that came in Red Bull operating system. So for that, first, I forgot about this, you should change background. Okay, let's just say that I'm changing background to this Ubuntu's thing. Okay, so now you click on this and you can see dark, light. So if I click on dark, I click on open, see, it's a Mac OS's wallpaper. Similarly, you can select whatever image you want in your lock screen. I chose the light image. And yeah, now once you install your Red Bull operating system, the icon pack will be something like this. To change it, you click on this. You see Red Bull dark, Red Bull light, you click on this. This is an application theme. It's hanging. And you can also see that the other options also, if you want, you can change this. I won't mind. You can also try high contrast or Advaita or Yaru, anything. Yeah, now you see how it changed to a Mac OS like Red Bull like interface. Actually, Mac OS, this thing is on the left, and cursor also you can change if you want, anything. I like DMZ black. And icon pack, you can change it to Red Bull. Yeah, now these are the things that I'm telling you guys to do, because it won't do automatically. Now don't worry, in the final version I'll think of a way to make this permanent, but as of now, once you install Red Bull, you go into the Tweets app and you do all this if you want the Red Bull experience. So that's all. So this is how it's going to look like. Now for now, this you have this dock, it will look like this. In the final version, however, this is how the dock is going to look. It's going to look more like macOS style. So this is Red Bull Pro. So guys, actually I kept speaking and I actually finished the video, but then little did I realize that I pressed the wrong button. Instead of recording, I pressed streaming button by mistake. So I have to do it all over again. Okay guys, so I was in the part where I was showing you apps, right? So in the apps you can see you have additional drivers. Now this is particularly useful in the final version when you guys will be installing it on your computer. If sound or display or anything driver doesn't work, then you can use this. Now this is a Solitaire app that's available on Ubuntu and on Red Bull. So this is how it will look like. It's also there on your build. And then you have the calendar app, camera app, file manager, Firefox web browser, then language support, live patch. I honestly don't know what this is for. I think it is a bug patching software. I have no idea. Now if you do not know, this is LibreOffice apps, which is an alternative to Microsoft Office. LibreOffice Writer, LibreOffice PowerPoint, LibreOffice Excel and LibreOffice Draw, which is actually an alternative to Microsoft Paint. Then you have Mahjong, Minesweeper. Power statistics means it is basically, it gives a detail of your battery and stuff, your battery capacity, charge cycles and stuff. Then you have Remina, which is actually a team viewer kind of app, a remote desktop connection kind of thing. Then you have an audio player called Rhythmbots, settings. Shortwell is actually an image viewer. Then you have software and updates, software updater. Software and update is basically to update your apps. Software updater basically updates your system. Now, to prevent any override of operating system, I would suggest you not to use this app, software updater, because as of now, the build 11, which you will be trying out, is a customized version of Ubuntu. Now, the repositories are still linked to Ubuntu and not Red Bull. So if you try to update, it will override the operating system, which we don't want. Then you can choose your startup apps. Then you have a startup disk creator, which is very much recommended by me in case anything happens to your system. Okay, then you have Sudoku, text editor is Notepad, Thunderbird Mail, which is really bad, and I have not included it on your build, don't worry. I know all of us hate it. Then you have a to-do list, a BitTorrent client called Transmission to download torrents. Then you have an app store called Ubuntu Software. Now for some reason it's showing this icon, although I did set a new icon for it. It didn't work for some reason. And you can see that in some apps it doesn't show the macOS icons, the close icon and stuff, whereas in this it shows. It is recording, right? Yeah. Then you have a video app. Then coming to utilities, you have Task Manager, Disk Usage Analyzer, a calculator, backups, disk management, image viewer, PDF reader. Archive Manager is basically a zip unzip tool. Screenshot, if you press it, it will take the screenshot. Then you have Passwords Manager, Terminal, Document Scanner, Help, Logs, Characters and Fonts. Then you have Opera browser. Then these three are not included. Then you have tweets to tweak your system, which I demonstrated. Then these all are not included. Then you have Doodle Chrome, and extension app is included if you want to install any extensions. So these are the apps that are included. Now one thing that you'll notice is I recorded this but it didn't pick up. So you see this top bar. If you hover over this, you can switch between apps and you can exit them. It is available on your version as well, but you have to click it. But in the final version, however, you don't need to click it. You can just hover over here, and this is a search box. If you want to type your file name and stuff, then if you click on the center button here, you can see it has notifications, do not disturb, and the calendar. For some reason it's not coming in dark mode. In the final version I'll fix it. And here you can see if something is silently recording, you can see a app icon, which is very useful. And you can just exit. And this is a Wi-Fi, sound toggles. So let's see if it works. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So let's see if it comes. And this is your Wi-Fi, battery, settings, lock, power off. So yeah, pretty much the standard Ubuntu stuff. So is there anything that I missed? Yeah, settings app. So I'm opening the settings app right now. And yeah, pretty much all the stuff that you get in your iPad OS. You'll have Wi-Fi network thing, and on the right hand side you can toggle. It's not there in Windows, not in Mac OS, I guess. And one more thing that I wanted to say is you can actually link your Google account, your Microsoft account, and anything else that you want. It's a great feature. So it's still installing. So yeah guys, if you find any bugs, now as of now I spotted some bugs. Firstly, it's laggy. Secondly, these two icons. Third bug is that it doesn't change if I just hover over it. You need to press it. And yeah, you also have multiple desktops. And fourth bug is if I open Firefox, I think I mentioned this, yeah, you get this kind of stuff instead of Mac OS theme. That's the fourth bug. So yeah, I only found out 4 bugs. And this dock, it's actually not a bug. I am still thinking of how to integrate the Mac OS dock into this operating system. So yeah, and this is the Red Bull icon. You can see as of now it's still not implemented anywhere, but it will implement in the future version. And yeah, one more thing that I forgot, I'm just seeing it now, it's actually transparent. You see this? See this? It's transparent. Much like Mac OS. And another thing, that if you open File Manager, you can actually see that the icon for trash and home is there, but here it's not showing. So yeah guys, that's all. Yeah guys, that's all pretty much about this build. So don't forget to try this build using VirtualBox VMware, and if you have any bugs, please feel free to put it in the comment section and I'll take care of it. Okay guys, so for those of you who don't know, tomorrow I won't be here at my hometown. I will be going to my native place to attend my cousin's wedding. I will make a vlog on that on my vlogging channel, Tech Vlogs. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, Tech Vlogs. I make vlogging videos. So yeah guys, see you next on Tech Vlogs when I do the vlog of my native place. So until then, bye guys, and also I will be there on Instagram posting live updates, and my Instagram bio is given in the description. If you want, you can follow my account. So yeah guys, see you next time. Until then, goodbye.